Hey everybody, thank you for watching today. This is Survive Better Together. If you have not been on this channel before, my name is Melanie, and just please, if you wouldn't mind going ahead and hitting the like and subscribe button, share it around, get the information out there to people. I really wanted to talk today about what it would look like in a SHTF situation if you had people coming to your home. Now, obviously, if you're in a city, you're not going to be having people coming to your home and trying to defend in a city situation. But if you're out of town, or if you have your bug out location and a place to go, eventually people are going to come by. You need to make that decision. Hey, are we going to let this people in, or are we not? There will be, I guess you could call them food gangs that will be coming around. You may have family, long distance relatives. If it's like your mom or somebody and you see them all the time, you're actively involved in their life, that's one thing. But to have a very distant cousin come around, that's kind of like, let's say you have this cousin and he's just a kind of a lazy bum, wants to toke up on the bong all day long and not really be productive member of society. You want somebody in your group or that's coming to your home that's going to put back. You cannot do everything by yourself. So you do have to have extra people. There's no physical way that you can split firewood, do a garden, do hunting, butchering, security, sleep, and so on your own. You need to have your family extremely well trained, but you also need to be okay with letting in certain people, but you need to discuss that ahead of time with your family. What is going to be that boundary line? Are you going to let people in at all? Because some people just say, no, we're not going to do it. But then there is maybe people that have really good skills. Like maybe somebody comes to your door and they are medical. Maybe they're EMTs or a doctor. That could be extremely valuable in a situation like that. Or maybe somebody is a master beekeeper, or, there's different scenarios of what people can do that may be very, very beneficial for you and your group. And you really need to be a very, very good judge of character. Now, I did a video a while back, and I will try to put it up top. And this was about judging character. You need to understand what somebody's character is and what you think of them when they come to your house. Let's say they show up and it's been a couple months in and they've got brand new shoes on. I'm going to take that as maybe they got that from somebody else that they robbed. They might have that very good demeanor where you think that they're a good person, but once you let them inside, and this goes for family too, once you let them inside your boundary, and if they don't work out, you have to think about so many things. Gosh, I'm getting so far ahead of myself. So you need to be a good judge of character. Do they look sick? Because if they look ill, you don't want them in. And how is their appearance? Do they just, who are the people that are with them? So you need to think about all these things. And then once you get them in, and again, it could be your family, but once they're in and they know things and they're not working out and you have to get rid of them, what does that look like? You really need to talk that over with people, because I'm going to let you know, if you say you have that sloucher cousin that's, eating up all your food when you have to be rationing, and he's still looking chunky because he's lazy all day and not helping out, and you need to get him out the door. Now he knows what you have for supplies, what you have for weapons, how many people, what your defense is. And let's say you kick him out and he goes down the road and gets mixed up with nefarious folks, and he gives up your location in order to save his own skin. Because that's a very, very real scenario that can definitely happen. So you need to think about this ahead of time. Maybe it's better if you do let somebody in, and this is just a thought, but maybe it would be better to send somebody out on a mission. Yeah. Like if he's not contributing, say, okay, I need you to go to the next state over, and you're going to gather these group of people and you're going to bring them that back. That is your job. You're probably not going to return, but if he does and he succeeds, well, then there's a different conversation. But if he doesn't make it back, he's out of your hair. Thoughts? Just think about these different scenarios, because a lot of times I know we need to be a little bit good to our neighbors in our community, but you also have to know where your boundary lies. You know, if somebody shows up with children, are you going to turn away little kids? Now, kids tend to not lie. They are not very good at it if they do. If you can get the kids away, maybe from the older adults, you can find out more, because one, are they even their kids, or are they just saying it to get? So let's say they show up, they have 2 little kids, but maybe they're not their kids. Do they look timid, scared? You need to find out those kinds of situations, or maybe it is a family. I don't think most people, and I could be wrong, I mean, look at the world today, but I would hope most people wouldn't intentionally put their children in harm's way to get what they need. But if you can get them away, say, well, let's talk about how you could fit in with us. And then I'll have so-and-so take your kids and get them some apples. I have a couple apples. If they agree to that, then you can talk as an adult and try to find out that information. But whoever is talking with the kids, hopefully you have a female there. I think they might be able to get through a little bit more. But whoever's talking with the kiddos may be able to find out the real deal and see if they're, you know, good people. That's a very good way to do that. Anyway, just some thoughts that you need to get in your head, talking about with your family, figuring out what you would do in these particular situations, because whether you like it or not, it's gonna happen. So you better have a plan now ahead of time. Anyway, guys, leave some comments down below, because I would really like to hear if you would, in fact, let people into your group, and what would be your boundaries on that. And it would be really great to be able to get extra feedback from outside people. Maybe there's something I'm not thinking about, but I think this is a really great topic that we can all elaborate on. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll be talking soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.